That he's got to pick that. That was the right distance. He's hit that out of the ground. That's another one. Goodness gracious me, that peppered the top. You see the chap climbing up there to have a look over the wall. 52 in 29 minutes. That's another one up in the enclosure. 3 balls, 3 sixes, 58. What an incredible bit of hitting. Ooh, he's got that shorter one. It's up again. There it is, bouncing on the concrete. 4 sixes in 4 balls. This makes him 64. 4 sixes. Wonder where Nash is going to bowl this one. And that will just carry. No, he's going to be out. Caught out. Oh, he's dropped it. He's over the boundary. 6 it is. 5 on the trot. Oh, this is incredible. Now, this is 6 on the trot's a world record. Been done before, but 70 on the board. And he's done it! He's done it! And my goodness, it's gone way down to Swansea. 6 on the trot. 36 in 1 over. My goodness gracious, what an over.
6 balls, 6 sixes. It's just as well it wasn't an old-fashioned 8-ball Aussie over, that's for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from the West Indies, our special guest tonight, please welcome Sir Garfield Sobers.
Sir Garfield, a very warm welcome. It's a privilege to have you here, and we're delighted you're able to make the trip.
Well, Richie, it's really a great honour to be here this evening, and in particular to see so many of my close friends here, people who I've had a good relationship with for so many years, and sitting in the audience this evening, it was tremendous to see the people that came up to me and said, welcome back to Australia, good evening, and it's really a thrill to be here this evening.
That is great, and probably when you were watching yourself hit Malcolm Nash there, the thought might have gone through your mind, why are they showing this at a particular function like this? Well, I can give you the reason, but it's got to be confidential just between you and me. When they asked me to choose between you hitting Malcolm Nash for 6 times and beating hell out of me in the first innings of the tied test match up in Brisbane, I used my assistant producer's prerogative.
Oh, Richie, I could Richie, I could understand that, because in the last, 20 years, I played Test cricket for 20 years, but in the last 20 years, the 6 sixes seem to be a very big part of my cricketing career. It seems like that's the only thing I've ever done in cricket, if anyone can say, But as you know, as a captain, when you go in as a batsman and you look at the scoreboard and you see that your team needs a certain amount of runs in a certain time, you go there with the idea that you must get these runs because the team is so important. And when I went into bat in that situation, we had a fairly decent score, and I thought, well, I want to make a declaration, not like the famous one I made before, but I thought, well, this was an opportunity and I needed quick runs. And I remember there were 2 versions on how to get quick runs, and there was one by Sir Everton Weekes, who said, you keep the ball on the ground. If you hit it in the air, you'll get catch. If you keep it on the ground, nobody can catch you. The other one was by Lord Constantine, who said, if you hit the ball in the air, there's no fielders up there. But you must make sure that you clear the fence. So I took Lord Constantine's version of it, and I decided, well, I'll take a chance in trying to get as many runs as I can, because in the air, there's no fielders there. And I know that my wicket didn't matter at the time. Runs were more important. And Malcolm Nash was very unfortunate.
How did Malcolm feel?
Oh, Malcolm, he was in his glory. We were walking off, and as we were going up to this rostrum, Malcolm was walking next to me, and I looked back at him, and there he was, smiling. So I said to him, Malcolm, what are you smiling at? He said, I want you to remember that I am in the record books with you. You could not have done it without.
Gary, we played against one another in 1955, and then we had the Tide Test series and the Tide Test itself. Still a great memory for you?
Yes, it certainly was, but I didn't know we played so long together, Richie. Since 1955?
Yeah.
It's a long time.
I know.
But I think the Tide Test, I think the 1960-61 series was the greatest series they ever played in. I heard you today talk about the great Australian teams. I heard you talk about the 1921 team, the 1948, and a lot of other great teams. But I thought that your team in 1960-61 was one of the greatest teams that we played against. And the important thing about that series is that yourself and Sir Frank Worrell got together and you produced one of the greatest series that I've ever played in, before or after. I don't think I've ever played in a series like that. And what made that series such a wonderful series is that every test match went to a complete finish, to the last ball, the last minute. And I don't think that there'll ever be another test series in the history of cricket that was like that series.
Gary, thank you very much. It's wonderful to see you here, and we hope that you enjoy your golf here and you win a bit of money off Australians.
Thank you very much. I'm only sorry that my good friend Ian Chappell is not playing golf, because I'd like to get some money off of him. and Ian McLaughlin in the back there, you know, but I'll get them some other how.
Great to see you.